What's going on, guys? Mr. here. Hope you're staying happy, healthy, and hydrated, and welcome back to another spooky video. We're going to be watching some strange and creepy TikToks that'll keep you up all night. Okay? So I hope you got power on in your house, because you're going to want to keep the lights on. I'm just kidding. We're all grown-ups here. Maybe. I don't know. But just maybe you might be scared, so let's do this. All right, headphones in, earphones, get your water. Let's do this. Also, if you do enjoy this video, YouTube hasn't been pushing out my videos as much, putting them in the algorithm as much as they used to, which is a bit of a shame. So if you do enjoy, leave a like. I'd appreciate it. Anyway, let's do this.
Mary Ann Bevan was known as the world's ugliest woman, but why? Mary got married in her late 20s, had and raised 4 children, and also worked as a nurse. She lived a happy, picturesque life. Unfortunately, things would take a turn for the worst. Her husband died after being married for 11 years, and Mary had developed a rare disease called acromegaly. This caused her body and face to deform. Mary eventually lost her job and struggled to gain other employment due to her appearance. Getting desperate to feed her kids and continue their education, she answered an ad for a circus looking for the world's ugliest woman. The years that followed for Mary were full of hate, ridicule, and humiliation from her fellow humans. She had moved away from her kids and kept in touch via letters. She provided them enough money to support their education. Mary suffered from alcohol and substance abuse after the circus and died of natural causes. Was she the world's ugliest woman or the bravest?
Come on now. I guess you can see why circuses, you can't really have these weird freak shows the way you used to be able to back then. Imagine that. Imagine you're not very confident and then you look in the paper and you see an ad that suits you. World's ugliest man. And you think, you know what? I might go for that. Poor woman. Poor woman. Oh no. She's got a beautiful soul, okay? She did what she could. She provided for her kids. She's a great woman. That's a terrible story.
This is insane. A group of friends went camping in Mexico, and when they woke up the next morning, they noticed certain items from their campsite had gone missing. As they looked around, they noticed a set of boot tracks that did not belong to any of the group. It turns out that none of them wanted to say this the night before, but they all felt the feeling that someone was watching them. They took out their drone and set it to thermal vision. This is what they caught.
Okay.
Context. I went camping with some friends, and we noticed that a person started following us. During the night, we felt being watched and heard noises around us. The next day at camp, we saw their tracks, and we were missing things. I raised my drone with thermal camera to follow the person and retrieve our things. The person stopped at this point. Changed the vision of the drone to see the person, and this is what happened.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Like really late at night, I'm gonna scare myself in the process of doing that.
Hold on. Really? Okay, let's make sure there's no trickery going on. Let's go frame by frame. Is this the exact same scene? Okay, so see, we got this circle here. I don't know if that's the same scene. I don't know. Is that the same scene? I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you think? Gosh. I mean, yeah, maybe it's a skinwalker, transformed into a deer. Who knows? Oh dear, my stuff's gone missing. Yeah, anyway, be careful while camping. That's what you should take from this.
Really late at night, I'm gonna scare myself in the process of doing this, but does something feel wrong with this picture? It's the last photo that we know of the Rio Rancho 3. It's actually 4 girls total on July 18th, 2016, who went missing in Rio Vista Park.
This guy in the middle.
In this location with, and I cannot understate this, grisly injuries. Most notable being that they all had their noses removed using a sharp blade. This photo, found on one of the phones of the girls, if you look to the background, tells a very dark story. They sharpen and enhance the photo. They looked to the background and they saw this, an unknown man who was there with the girls. Ended up working with a forensic photo analyst to enhance the photo as much as possible, and this was the result. Still leaving the question, who even was the man who was after them?
Sometimes you're...
Is that a real image? Because that's really cool. That's really creepy. That's super spooky. I just clanked my teeth together. Oh, I hate that. That's terrible. Had their noses removed. Can you imagine that? Oh, Yeah, very, very weird, very strange.
Sometimes you're home alone, could be folding your clothes or cooking, but there could be someone else with you. Perhaps someone you can't see.
I was just folding my clothes before recording this, like 2 minutes before recording.
Where'd you get those eyes? Gosh, y'all get up. How'd they get so lit up?
Okay, yeah, I think I've seen that guy's TikToks. I think he makes those on purpose, like, 'cause obviously it's fake. But yeah, that's spooky. That's spooky. I think that guy actually makes like scary kind of little skits of what you feel like you're going to see, and he actually makes them into videos. Anyway, what do you got to say, Martha?
Just when we thought the Serbian dancing lady was a myth, somebody caught her on live. Watch this.
Olha lá, olha lá, olha lá. Olha o que ele tá fazendo. Olha o que ele tá fazendo, velho. Que é isso, mano? 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 Que é isso, velho? Ele tá se mexendo, velho. Ele tá se mexendo.
Now, from my understanding, there hasn't been any claims that she actually attacked anyone. But why does it seem like she's popping up in different countries now?
Is that her? Quite tall. I mean, I've never even heard of the Serbian dancing lady. Is she dangerous? That looks like a normal woman.
But the real question is, can this all be just a hoax, or is the Serbian dancing lady real?
3 videos showing alleged
I don't know. I need to look that up, actually. Let's do this. Okay, so they got different people's accounts of her in here. Let's read Nico's account. Hey Nico, want to go bowling? Cousin, want to go bowling? Sorry, it's a Nico joke. According to Nico's account, Nico was walking with his mother when they saw a distant figure dancing weirdly. When the lady noticed their presence, the lady then charged towards Nico and his mother, shouting profanities and claiming to be the ambassador of death. Nico claims that the lady shouted that his mother's life was needed for an ancient ritual to resurrect the king of Serbia. The figure's movement, he said, did not seem like that of a human, but was so entrancing as if moving every muscle in her body. Could it have been a woman on drugs? Maybe? Maybe. Or maybe she really just needed to resurrect the king of Serbia. I don't know. I'll let you be the judge.
3 videos showing alleged skinwalkers.
3 videos showing alleged skinwalkers. I wouldn't say that's a skinwalker, that one. I mean, that deer just looked like it was ready to... It was trying to scare you. That's what it was doing, maybe. Cats do that. Cats will do that.
Nope.
How you doing? Oh, just some cruisers, man. That's crazy shit. This guy's crawling at me like it's goddamn... What's up, dude?
That ain't no buck.
I thought I seen a big buck or something. Wait, stop right there. What is that? Is that a buck? What is that? Dude, that's what... Wait a second. I think I see a...
Creepy facts.
Okay, now the first one could just be explained, you know, a deer with strange... doing strange stuff. The second one could just be a guy on drugs. But the third one, I feel like that's just completely fake. Like they planned it. Anyway.
If your guardian angel leaves you, you have 91% chance of dying. While sleeping, your shadow travel around the room. Don't put a chair beside while sleeping. Spirits might sit on it and control your dreams. If you stare at a hallway for 1 hour, you can see someone. Someone is also reading with you and it's behind you, smiling.
Wake the fuck up! 1 minute, bro.
Really? That's got me a little bit sweaty. Yeah, okay, thanks for that. That makes me feel comfortable. Yeah, I don't have a chair next to my bed. Actually, my bed is right here. And I have this chair that I'm sitting on. But it's like, you know, not next to my bed. So it'll have to be facing this way. Which is fine with me.
Wait 1 minute, bro.
What?
They scared it. Oh my God. First of all, we all know how the dollar bill be having so many subliminal messages behind this shit, bro.
Look at this thing.
Now, bro, fold your dollar bills up just like this right now, bro. And then look, I'm about to point it out to y'all. Do y'all see this shit, bro? Hold on. Bro,
That's like a...
Look what the dollar bill look like, bro. What do y'all see?
I don't know, some dinosaur velociraptor looking thing.
Bro, this shit is crazy. Look, I had to zoom in real quick, bro. Do y'all see the details of the mitt? The mitt means face, by the way, because I'm from Philly, you feel me?
Oh.
But look at that shit. Look at the eyes. Bro, that's a reptilian, bro.
I can't see the eyes because you got it covered.
Oh my
God! People need to calm down. Okay, say the world was ending and there was a giant meteor coming right now. Like 20 minutes away. Why would you scream at me? It's coming, it's gonna kill you in 20 minutes. Just calm down. So just say, listen, I don't know what we're gonna do. There's nothing we can do. 20 minutes time, we're all gonna be dead. And I'll be like, okay. Now I'm a little bit more relaxed and I'm a bit more prepared. Thank you for not screaming.
Let's talk about a terrifying horror game that's being remade in Unreal Engine 5. Layers of Fear. Full playthrough of this gorgeous demo right here. This remake comes out next month and it's a bit different than you might be thinking. This is not just a remake of the original Layers of Fear game. This game plans to remake and retell the stories from Layers of Fear 1, 2, and all of the DLCs. And even with that, there are some scary changes coming to this game. Like there's actually an enemy now in the Layers of Fear 1 section in the demo. I'm honestly really excited to see what other changes they're making to these games, because the demo was absolutely not a one-for-one remake. And you've got to see how this game looks in Unreal Engine 5.
Now, this might be an old video because I think that already came out, didn't it? Oh yeah, it was a 2023 remake. It came out on the 15th of June, just near my birthday. This is just a compilation of like creepy, spooky, strange, and scary TikToks, so some of them are bound to be old. They're just interesting, so, you know, I thought we'd watch them together. Saw my dog smiling at two.
Demonic activity ever caught on camera.
Bobby, is that you? Bobby. I get it.
Oh yeah, and then the bus goes past, doesn't it? Or a car. And they disappear.
Just gonna stare at each other for like, what? You got me.
The backstory is, he thought this was his neighbors playing a joke because I'm pretty sure it was on Halloween.
Stare at him then. Okay, right.
So he thought it was funny. Yeah, I don't know.
Come on. Go. Go.
I don't know if that backstory is true, but that's what I heard when I first saw this. I haven't seen this far into it though. Man, you're completely illuminated. Turn your lights off if you're gonna go peeking through the windows.
I know, Disney. You got me. Jim, you got me. You got me, man. You got... Okay, it's good. Now just stay in your room.
Have you already died? Quantum immortality. The quantum immortality. Oh my gosh. The quantum immortality theory states that each time you die, you get thrown into an alternate reality. There are multiple realities. However, in the reality you're originally in, you did die. Everyone in that reality will remember you died. You did. You can read it. That is interesting though, isn't it? Because sometimes I really feel like I'm in a different place. Like I feel like I'm in a different world. Like something's different. Whether it's if I've had a nap or I've woken up in the morning, something, it feels different. The people I know feel different. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just my weird brain. Humans are pretty weird and we think weird things. So maybe that's it, but maybe not. Who knows? Plus I have had a near-death experience and multiple times where I thought I'm gonna die. So who knows? Maybe I did. Okay, there's no audio for this at all. I don't know the story.
In northwest England, you'll find an old building that has been dubbed the most haunted pub in England.
Pub.
Over 13 different ghosts are said to dwell within.
13.
Welcome to Chester's most haunted pub, the Old King's Head. The paranormal activity is so prevalent here, it even terrified the team of Most Haunted in 2014.
Okay.
Both the team and visitors over the years have reported a haunting encounter with a poltergeist. This violent ghost is said to throw things around the pub, whisper down people's ears, and create phantom footsteps in the dead of night. The building is also known to be haunted by a ghostly child that often appears as a full apparition stood at the foot of people's beds. It is usually heard before seen, quietly sobbing in the darkness. Should you be brave enough to visit, you might even want to stay the night on the upper floors. Perhaps you'll encounter one of the 13 ghosts.
I mean, if I ever go to England, if I ever go there, you know, travel from Australia, I might stop there and I might make a video. I might just go and investigate it. I might do it because I know you guys want to see me go and do stuff like that. But you know, traveling and all that stuff costs quite a bit of money. And your boy Mister here isn't made of money. Made of other things.
Mommy told me something a little girl should know. It's all about the devil.
This is why you should never explore an abandoned castle.
Okay.
A young couple loved spending their weekends exploring abandoned places. And they'd heard about this derelict abandoned castle up in Scotland. And even though it felt like there was something off about this place and the boyfriend was hesitant, his girlfriend convinced him and he went along. At first it was just your normal abandoned castle with wreckage and debris everywhere, and foliage and the surrounding woods taking over. However, the further they went, the creepier it got. They made their way up to the first floor and found unnerving portraits all along the walls. Portraits that they felt were popping out of the frames, and of a sullen family who seemed as though they were hiding secrets. At around this time, they started to hear humming and chanting off in the distance. They had thought that the place was completely empty, so they decided to go and explore. Very carefully, they snuck into one of the rooms and saw people sitting around in a ritualistic fashion. But the weirdest thing was, it wasn't just in one of the rooms, but there were at least 5 rooms with this sort of thing happening. At around the 5th room, the girlfriend slipped and made a noise, and everybody looked up at her and they knew that they had to run. So they spun around and started to make their way out of the castle. However, many of the doorways that they'd used to come in were blocked, and at every turn there was someone in the way. However, at every blockage, they were able to find a new passageway to run into, and the boyfriend realized that there was a red light emanating behind them, and when he looked back, he saw a horrific figure standing in one of the rooms staring back at him. Freaked out by what he saw, he spun round only to see his girlfriend this time blocking the doorway. Unable to get past her, the members in the castle were able to catch up and grab him and throw him into the middle of the ritualistic circle. They then gathered closely around him until everything went up in flames. And just like that, their work was done and they disbanded and left the castle. And his girlfriend exited last, now drenched in black and pregnant from the ritual.
Can you do a story about Hanako?
I can't help but feel like that story was generated by AI or just someone wrote it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Either way, it was excellent, and it was scary, and it was spooky, and that would not be a comfortable experience.
My apologies if I didn't pronounce that.
I'm sorry, how do the people make these videos with the... I'm seeing them so much now for some reason.
Correctly. And if you weren't already afraid of bathrooms, you might just be afraid of bathrooms after watching this video. The story goes like there was a girl named Hanako-san who unfortunately met an untimely demise in the bathrooms of her school. It's said that she was in the third stall of the third floor restroom when a bomb struck her school during World War II, and unfortunately she didn't survive. Unfortunately her spirit... Can you do a story about Hanako-san? Unfortunately, she didn't survive. Unfortunately, her spirit would go on to haunt the school restrooms. And it's rumored that if you go into the third stall of any school restroom, preferably between the hours of 1 a.m. and 3 a.m., and knock 3 times on the stall door and say, Hanako-san, are you there? She will say, yes, I am. And then you'll feel a hand grab you, and Hanako-san will drag you down the toilet. And it's rumored that you will be dragged straight to the underworld. This is just an urban legend, but still, I wouldn't try this.
I would try it. I would. Because why would it be any school bathroom between those times? And why would she be angry? I mean, if I got smashed by a bomb in a school bathroom, I'm not gonna, hang around there and just be angry at everyone. And if they talk to me, you're gonna drag them down the toilet to the depths of hell. Why? Just be like, hey guys, yeah, I'm still here, unfortunately. I don't know how to get out. If you have any ideas, let me know. Other than that, do your business, and I hope you have a good day. I'll see you later. I don't know. Poltergeist destroys the kitchen.
You should not overtake this yellow Volkswagen. Deep in Malaysia, along the Carrots Highway, there is a supernatural entity that takes the form of a yellow Volkswagen waiting for its next victim. Legend has it that the driver of the vehicle found out one day that his wife was having an affair and had left with everything that belonged to him. With revenge on his mind, he jumped into his yellow Volkswagen Beetle and sped down the highway in an attempt to find his wife.
Did he crash?
He soon lost control of the vehicle and perished in a horrific car wreck. Well, it is said that till this day, his angry spirit still roams the highway in search of his wife. The yellow Volkswagen is said to appear in front of motorists and will slowly reduce its speed, challenging highway users to overtake. Be careful, because if you do, the yellow Volkswagen will have you trapped, going in loops along the highway, never being able to reach your destination. Now, interestingly enough, people still don't know that.
What that reminds me of, there's this series, I think it might be on Stan. I don't have it. I don't have Stan or anything like that anymore, but I watched it. I forget what it's called, but these people end up getting into a loop and they can't go anywhere but this one place, and everyone who's there experience the same thing and they're stuck. If you can think of the name of the series I'm talking about, it's like one word or something, like before. I don't know. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, can you just imagine that, getting stuck in a loop? That would be terrifying, knowing, oh god, oh gosh, I'm not coming back. I'm not going to see my camera again. I can't take photos of animals and birds. I can't make videos. I'm stuck here. My favorite things I enjoy to do, can't do them anymore. Family's gone, everything. Yeah, it'd be a little bit spooky, wouldn't it? I don't know what that says, but there's party music going on. I cut it out for you. Why is there party music? Okay, here's the real audio.
When we moved into our new house,
that would be terrifying. I mean, I love exploring, but imagine if there was like a 50-50 chance of you seeing something like that.
When we moved into our new house, the first thing my mother did was remodel the attic. She left the floral yellow wallpaper in place as it had been prior to us moving in. My mother would invite her friend over quite often who had a daughter, Ella, around 6 at the time, who became a very close friend of mine. One day after playing, Ella told her mom that the lady who used to live in my house was upset. The lady who used to live here told me that she hates the wallpaper and that it's covering her note. Ella's mom just thought it was make-believe rambling and forgot about it. She did, however, mention it to my mom. Well, 12 years later, my mom is redecorating and taking down the wallpaper in the attic. Underneath, she finds a creepy suicide note scratched into the wall. My mom freaks out and calls Ella crying and asks if she remembers anything more about the woman who spoke to her. Ella, in turn, has a meltdown of her own as she remembers. Yes, there was a woman. She said all of those things, and Ella only ever saw her in the attic.
I want to know what the note was. Like, it's hard to tell with TikToks and stuff these days if these stories are real or true. Because there's been a couple that I've seen, they look super interesting and terrifying and real. And I look up the stories of these people and whatnot, and I can't find anything on them. So it makes me think that a lot of the time people are just making up these stories, like writing them or getting AI to generate some of them. And that's really annoying because, yeah, it's a story and it's spooky, but it just takes away the real kind of fear from it. Anyway. What is that? Oh, I've seen this. This was going around the internet like, I don't know, a long time ago.
Absolutely haunting backstories, part 1. Up first is the Cooper family photo. In the 1950s, the Cooper family moved into their new home and took a photograph to celebrate. However, the image was developed and they were confronted by this falling man, who many to believe was the former owner of the house. But nobody saw the man fall or heard it. They only realized it when they looked at the photo after it was developed.
Now, I'm sorry to pause, but this photo is one of the really, really popular ones because they've done tests and stuff and they can't see that it's been edited or anything. It's just a photo that was taken and was developed, and this is what was in it. And as you can see the shadow of the man as well, which is very strange. But the thing that makes me think it was somehow staged is, why is there room? Why did they allow space for something to be here? Why did they put the table over there and all of them sit to the far right of it, leaving this giant gap? It seems like they were like, wouldn't you have it centered or at least not have that much space there? You know what I mean? Like, it just makes me think.
This is absolutely terrifying, and I would immediately move when they looked at the photo after it was developed. This is absolutely terrifying, and I would immediately move out. Next up is the ghost of Freddie Jackson. This image was taken by Sir Victor Goddard of his squadron in 1919.
What are the... Okay, it's...
Amityville Ghost. This photo, taken by Ed and Lorraine Warren, claimed to show the ghost of a 9-year-old John Defoe. Defoe, along with his older brother, 2 sisters, and parents, were killed by his older brother Renaud at their house in Amityville. Ed and Lorraine Warren were paranormal experts who entered the house and captured this image using a camera that consistently took infrared photos during the night. Next up is the photo of Grandpa's ghost. Somehow this lady's husband managed to appear in this photo despite dying 7 years before. Denise Russell took this photo of her grandma, who lived alone at the time, on August 17th, 1997.
Okay. And there's also one of, I think, a really famous one of like a man that almost looks like he's in a spacesuit. I know this sounds weird, but so where is it? Here it is. This is the image, a Solway Firth spaceman. Oh wait, this is an album. Anyway, this is, I don't know if this one's edited or not, but this is exactly what the image looks like. And I forget the backstory, but this image was not edited and they're not sure exactly what it was behind this picture of this kid. It wasn't there and it's just popped up. It's very strange, isn't it? Like, look at it. It's so weird. Anyway, yeah, that's just another one. Let's continue. Almost done. Hopefully you guys are enjoying.
If you hear something in the woods at night, don't approach it.
I've seen this.
A mysterious video was uploaded to Dailymotion by user Nil017, where a group of friends are seen camping in the woods somewhere in France. When all of a sudden, he begins to notice something with glowing eyes peeking from the corner of a tree.
Vous avez vu un truc encore bouger? Bon. J'aime pas ça. Je vais me barrer. Oh, non, bah y a un...
But as he tosses a torch towards it, it reaches out its hands towards them.
Pour éclairer, putain!
Look at those spider leg hands.
As the man gets closer, whatever that pale creature is hides back into the woods.
Scariest videos I found on...
Why start a video with crack and some bananas? Humans have the weirdest attention spans these days, don't they? Like they need something. You know, if you're listening to a story, you need gameplay of GTA in the bottom half or Minecraft. Are we all children? But yeah, if you want to see more of those creepy like camping videos, I think I have a whole video. Like if you just search up Mr. Scary Camping, my video will pop up. Whole video about all these creepy encounters while camping is pretty cool. Hey, well, anyway, that was the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. That was scary and creepy TikToks to keep you up at night. And I think this is number 2 or number 3. I think I've done a few of them, but I've noticed this kind of like bit of a trend that people are doing on YouTube. It's not really a trend. It's just a series, but I don't see these videos as series, but I guess it's interesting to number them. So maybe we'll try that. Anyway, if you did enjoy, I'd appreciate it if you leave a like. You don't have to. And if you want to see more, you can subscribe if you want. Once again, you don't have to, okay? It's only if you want to keep up to date with them. Otherwise, yeah, you're more than welcome to just hang out and watch the videos and just come back whenever you want. Anyway, stay happy, healthy, and hydrated, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Good night.